Welcome back to another Road Rage episode, guys. Today we are in the garage, and what we're gonna go ahead and do is kind of go over some of the parts that are on my car that I make custom. And the reason I'm doing that is I had a subscriber who reached out to me and said he has to have a radio bezel because he's going with the same radio. So I decided to make him one. I'm gonna go ahead and ship it to him. I also threw in a set of door vents, and a couple other people have asked me about it. I just never really had the chance to get back to these people. So if you are one of those individuals, reach out to me and I'll get you one shipped. Let's get right into it. Channel don't know what I'm talking about, let me kind of show you guys what they are, then I'll show you the pieces, man. So get this thing, hopefully it ain't too dark and we can get to see everything. All right, so first are these door vents. This is a custom door vent. I make that myself. That is I ended up painting it gray to match the interior. As you can see, I don't yet have the screw in. I actually never put it in because this is a pretty nice and tight fit. And the reason that is this is almost true as I can make it. Let me see if I can show you guys. It does have the, there you go, the little lip right there. That's on the Gbody door vents that kind of help keep it in place. Focus, focus, focus. All right, guys, but you guys get the picture, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back in. And it's as easy as they come off factory. Just kind of get that in there and then boom. So that's one. All right, I also have this one here. I forgot what they call this, but this where I have the cover for this that I also make. But that's normally used if you want to, if you're removing what locks the seatbelt. I plan on adding my seatbelt back. As you can see, it's still here. I just haven't gotten around to actually bolting it down and all of that. So I do plan on putting that that little lock piece, whatever you call it, back in. So we'll get to that in a short while. But here is what I was talking about. There we go. Since I already had to take my radio out, I'm having some vacuum issues with my AC unit, and I know the reason. It's just a little piece right here. So this is the mechanical part. If you go ahead and move that over, you can see it moving right there. Keep your eye on it again. All right, so this right here, I probably gotta squeeze it back down. I had to do this once before, but I might end up finding a permanent fix. I should have changed the entire thing out while I had the dash out, but I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just removing it, adding like just skimming some silicone right at the bottom of it, so that when I made it, it'll actually you know, hold air a lot better, because that's all that is in there, and that moves the flaps in here. That gets you to direct the air. So right now I have some hard time getting that to blow it out of here. I can get it in every other position but here. So I do need to check, make sure the vacuum line itself doesn't have any leaks, and you know, check that. So all right, guys, so here's the radio bezel, and if you guys don't know, I have a double din radio that has a second screen. I'll probably show a clip of it right now. Since I have this unplugged, I can't really show it to you guys. You still get to put in your cigarette lighter. Yep, this is a cigarette lighter. This is an 80s car, so this was no charging port. All right, you hear me? This is a cigarette lighter, so you can still get that in there. The way I get this to go in is I don't put any screws on the AC controller. That allows it to move freely. And what that ended up doing is sitting on top of the radio, and in order to get it to properly align, because I really wanted it to align with the radio length, I had to go ahead and I didn't cut this out. This is part of the design. Open that up so that I can go ahead and slide the AC controller over, and then it's even with this. I could have left it in a factory location, but to me it just kind of looked off. So what I decided to do was to just remove the screws, and allow it to just move over. So it's it's like your any like aftermarket, like if you wanted to get like an aftermarket radio face, if you're used to putting stereo in, there we go. You have the sides where you can put in your screws on both ends. So it's really nothing to it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I actually not made it, and let me know if this is something you're interested in. Alright guys, so let me kind of show you some of the pieces I had. So this was how everything kind of started, not this per se, but this was the end of the testing and getting everything lined up. As you can see, it looks very similar to the one you just saw on the radio, but it's not. It doesn't have the hose yet. And yeah, but I figured some people would actually be interested, and this would kind of make it hard for shipping because this is all one piece. So what I decided to do, which is very common, and this is the one I'll be shipping out soon. It's very common when you buy these aftermarket radios, faces from back in the days. So you have the piece itself, and then what you end up with is a slot on each end, and you end up with this. So what this allows you to do is once you put the radio in, you can just, it has enough room that you can just slide this in just like that. Same thing on the other end, slide this in. You can even put it before, but and then you have enough space to move it back and forth to where you need it to be on your radio where it lines up, and put a screw or two in there, and that stops your, what that does is it stops your radio from actually sliding out. So as long as your bezel is in correctly, and God, these are very tight tolerance on my vehicle. I never actually added the little pins, even though you can take them off your factory. I never had the need to, especially if you had your dash wrap like I did. The tolerance is even way tighter, so you almost have to squeeze it in there. So I didn't account for that when I made these, because at the time my dash was not yet wrapped. It was just the factory wrap on it. So what I'm also throwing in for him is a copy of what I have on my doors. I think he did tell me he have a cut list, and if he doesn't, he can always give them away. Now these things are, you can always just clean them up. They are 3D printed, so you can kind of see the line, but there's a lot of ways to get that out. These are free. I'm not gonna go in and kind of do them the way I did mine's. Even if you purchase it, I don't think I'm gonna go there. I'm kind of leave them raw for people who want to use them in black. You honestly can't really see it. It's only because I have it up close to the camera. But from a distance, as you saw on the door, it's really hard to see. You just got to clean it up. So the cool thing about these, I want to show you guys, is I also make these inserts that goes on the back, which you can paint whatever color you want. And as you can see, you know, kind of paint match the car. And that looks pretty good. I think it makes the rocket stick out a whole lot more. So that's always an option, or you can leave it open the way I did. I have ones that say Gbody. This one was also a gray paint that I was experimenting with, and then there was a chrome paint I was experimenting with. Shout out to South Florida Outlaws, SFO. And as you can see, these were the first couple sets. They also have inserts that you can put here that will actually make the lettings actually stick out a lot more. So if you are interested in these door vents, if you're interested in the seatbelt covers, if you are interested in the radio bezel, we'll just need to get together so we can figure out the measurement of your radio, make sure it can fit. Most of them are pretty standard, but I know this radio again has dual screen, so it might be different. I don't know if I have a spare one around that I can measure, but it could be different. So yeah, so if you're interested, guys, just let me know. This was the Cuddy V logo. For those who don't know, the logo of my car, with so part of the V is the rocket emblem. I have to go back and perfect that, making it kind of small, made it hard to print. So you end up with this here. So with that being said, guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about these parts. If you want them, I definitely can get them out to you guys. I'm really making absolutely no money on them. I think I'm probably gonna charge like 20 bucks on these things, and then you cover shipping. Any of these $5, $3 shipping bags, it'll go right into it. They can go out with these. The radio bezels, that took a whole lot more time to design and get going, and I think it will continue to as people give me their radio sizes and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what I'm selling these things for quite yet. The gentleman that I'm sending this one out to, he's getting a special price just because he's the first to actually get an order in with me. So I'll let you guys know what that is. Just reach out to me. I'm willing to do custom ones up to 5 letters, I would say, similar to what you see here. Anything smaller, I just don't think it's going to look as nice. Yeah, and that's it. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I got a couple videos lined up for you guys. We're going to get back to the moving and grooving. Got a couple stuff I want to finish up on this car. I'll let you guys see how to get that AC fixed. I got to do some stuff with my fan, my locks. I'm changing the lock system. So yeah, it's just like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I am back. I am back. I'm trying not to say that because I feel like I jinx myself every time, man. But you know, this time I'm back probably once a week or something like that. But I'm gonna start getting some videos out to you. So I'm out. Peace.